bitch would you check them and check it out because ain't this a bitch? Now, Briss Breezy, okay, he got his house robbed by armed goons. Now, I told you, okay, I made the prediction. I'm like, there's something a little bit fishy with this. You're telling me that he moves into a new spot and people already got the drop on him? You're telling me that they know exactly when he's going to leave the house, when he'll be coming back, how far he's going, how long they should stay, and when they go in, they know who they're going to meet, and they know if they're going to run into possible armed goons, because we know Briss Breezy, he's been booling with the Bloods. So maybe the goons who had the drop on him, they should have been prepared for a shootout. Instead, they kind of knew they wouldn't be met with too much resistance, okay? Now they were met by his aunt, they threw her ass in the closet and basically then robbed the place. They knew kind of how the layout was. Now I said, damn, I don't want to point fingers none because Briss Brown kind of swears by his friends, but it looks like somebody might have been booling a little bit too hard, okay? Maybe. Like Chris Brown, we know, he's on the strip club, he's all disappointed and sad over Karuche simping, you know what I mean? Maybe one of the guys he's been booling with looking like this motherfucker right here. He not even throwing us a couple of stacks, all he throwing us is fucking red rags. Does he not know that we are goons for hire? We ain't no real gang members for you. You ain't no OG nigga, not because you sing and dance and do a fucking backflip. We are on your payroll, and matter of fact, we deserve a goddamn raise, okay? Now, obviously, basically, those goons, they probably didn't do it, and I told you I predicted it. I said they probably didn't do it, but they probably gave the info to some other goons that probably don't know you that well, but probably made it seem that it could go down real smooth, no one get hurt, no one really get caught, and that's about it. It went down. Now, according to TMZ, right, they're saying after cops have done all their investigation, done a bunch of interviews, several sources say pretty much a couple of the goons, the gang members, the niggas who Chris Brown was booling with, was pretty much in on the goddamn robbery. At least what the cops believe. They're not arresting nobody, but they say they believe that. Okay, now they advise Chris Brown, like, listen, we interviewed your whole crew, and all I'm going to tell you is that, listen, I ain't going to say nothing, but that nigga over there, I think he did. I ain't going to say nothing though, okay? Now, pretty much, they told Chris Brown that, listen, 4 guys did break into your house, okay? And even though they had on masks and gloves and all that shit, like they were ready to catch a body, they kind of knew you, okay? So it's not strangers. Now, police, and this is what they're saying. The police believe it was gang-related and is somebody that Chris Brown actually knows. And they said, Chris Brown's mom and also aunt has had the talk with Chris Brown and say, listen, man, you're hanging with all these dudes, and if you're not really paying them adequately, they're going to rob you. Matter of fact, I told him, you better step up the goddamn Scooby snacks you giving to the squad. You niggas ain't bullying correctly. You know what I mean? Listen, if you are a certified gangbanger like Briss Brown should be, you should have some type of goddamn G code. As a matter of fact, I seen him on Instagram laughing at what's going on with Meek and Drake. What he should be really doing if he was really with this shit is actually strap up and go find them fuck niggas who actually threw your arm to the goddamn closet, put their foot on their neck, kick their ass into the closet, and then robbed your place. If you were a goon, that's what you would do. But pretty much, the cops believe that it was some club promoters in accordance with some of his friends that basically orchestrated it because they all knew that Chris Brown was getting $50,000. They knew the exact amount he was supposed to have, which means it was an inside job to some extent. And they believe it was this club promoter who was kind of shady in accordance with some of his friends who weren't getting paid, and they basically said, God damn it, man, let's go get this goddamn 50 racks, okay? Now, if your friends, that you're a millionaire, right? I'm guessing you're probably making over 10 million a year. If your friends are willing to rob you for 50 racks, there's a problem there, okay? So, get in the comment box what you guys think about this. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. Anybody could see this coming, okay? Fetty Wap could have solved this case. Listen, you don't need to even watch fucking Blue's Clues or Dora the Explorer to find this shit. You don't need to say don't backpack or nothing. Nigga, the clues are right there, okay? Anybody could read it. Get in the comment box, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe, man. How about?